convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
To the side. Move on. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hatch it. Watch twist. Watch. No. Off. One. Back. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
They'll run it here with Logan. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, 5, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
57. Mike, 57. Drum team spell. Check. 3.
They'll try and run with Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sean Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got tight. Get it.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Yeah. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
2nd and 1. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert got his man. It's Eifert. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Down. 18 Gator.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
98's the mic. Hey, here I come.
From the gun, Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mariota in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Looking to throw. Herbert, and able to find Green. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
3 down, 3 down. Shift. Switch.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. To try again after the sack. Mariota, and this one's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Rip left. Mike.
Third and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back to throw. Herbert, he's got Green. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a touchdown apiece. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mariota on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Show it up. Slam.
On 1st down, it's Logan, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Logan. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Logan. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Keep it up, guys. Big Dan.
On 1st and 10, Herbert incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mariota. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Check three.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch that. Check nine. Sponge. One. Check three.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check 13.
From the 22, Mariota. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Check three. Check 25. Check 25.
To throw Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
SOS. Check. Fresno. Check 37.
On first down, Logan. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mariota. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Boswell for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Tate's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Nixon, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Once again, they run with Nixon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 57. 5.
From the gun, Herbert to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Nixon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
You got it. You got it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
60 or. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check up. Get it.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And Zerline's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 6, a minute 8 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
One. Mike's 50. Let's go. Watch the twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Banjo. Check
4th down, Mariota. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation and say there's no way they're going to fake it here. And they probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.